Hi, this is God's Reborn Grace, and I'm going to do a pick a deck reading for you. This one's going to be regarding what a close family member or friend would like to say to you, but may be afraid to tell you. Um, I've not done one of these before. Normally, I will do ones as far as your romantic partner, but this is more of like a best friend or someone in your family that you are close to, but they may be holding back something they want to talk to you about, or something they want to share with you about themselves, or even about you that may help you along in your journey. So the first deck here is the Eternal Seeker Oracle with Rose Quartz, and then to support and clarify, I've got the Energy Oracle cards. The second pile is the Secret Language of Light with the Tiger Eye and the Empathic Oracle. And the third and final pile is the Seven Energies Oracle with the Oracle of the Unicorns. I haven't used this deck in quite a while, but Spirit was asking me to add that to that particular pile, so you may be drawn to it simply because of the unicorns. And a Dalmatian Jasper. I do offer readings on my website, either godsreborngrace.com or kalia.org. They're $25. I pull 9 cards for you and email you the cards and the reading that I channel for those cards. I prefer to do it that way because in my experience doing readings face to face with people, I forget what they said. I only pick up certain parts of it, and I found that it's really beneficial to go back, a few days or even a month later and look at the reading, and it'll suddenly make a lot more sense. And you don't have to remember what was said during that. So I think it's a good platform for me to do the readings. I also have my soul contract readings, which go very in depth as far as your life purpose, and I have added on intuitive art with it as well. Spirit shows me pictures for each area in your soul contract, and that brings through additional messages. And also I do a section of channeled messages strictly from your guides. So it turns out to be usually about 5 pages, and that's available on my website as well. So if you're interested in there, hop on there. I also have energy flow readings where I use watercolors to find where there are blockages within your energies. And also it comes with intuitive art as well and channel messages. So if you're interested in those, go check those out, and we'll get started with the readings. Hi, Pile 1. It's God's Reborn Grace. If you pick the Eternal Oracles or Eternal Seekers Oracle and the Energy Oracle cards, this reading's for you. It has the Rose Quartz, which normally is for love. But this reading is for messages from a close family member or best friend. You may even be like separated from by distance, and they have some things they'd like to tell you, but don't know how to tell you. And it may not even be of a serious thing. It's just something that they have not, like they're digging into their journey and finding out things, and they're wanting to know if you are feeling similar things, but are somehow afraid to ask. So let's see what Spirit has to say. Alright, Spirit, what does this friend or family member want to let them know? Infinity. So this particular person, your person, has known you in almost every um, incarnation, all your past lives. Um, they are having difficulties understanding why they feel so close to you, because the relationship may seem um, like they compare your relationship with the relationship of other people in the same similar situations, and they feel it a little bit more intense, and they don't know how to explain it. So it's throwing some confusion into them um, about this connection. Like, why are you so deeply connected? And this is one of the reasons, is because you've had so many past lives. This is actually a soulmate, and not a romantic one, but the intense connection can make it sort of feel like it's a romantic one, because it has so much unconditional love in it. And our human side just, when they feel that much unconditional love, they are geared towards the romantic side of that. Um, so it may be confusing this person, and they are feeling a little bit of shame, like a stigma, like, what's wrong with me? Why do I feel like this? And it may take a little bit of coaxing from your standpoint, because in this particular excuse me, connection, I feel like you're the more spiritually mature person, and they are still trying to grasp some of this that's going on. So you may understand more about the soulmates and how we have so many of them, and they serve different purposes. So it may be time for a heart to heart with this person, to let them know that, hey, this is normal. We've known each other for so many lifetimes, and it's just a really deep connection, and it's amazing to come across this. Okay, Spirit, what else do we have? Okay. The law. So, I'm getting chills for it, but I need to see what it's, why. This person has been, it's not so much about the law, it's about the person. They have been in, they may even be like authority, an authority figure in your life. For parts of you, this could be actually a teacher, or a parental authority. So it feels more like this group is more along the lines of parents, and rather than like best friends. Although your relationship will become similar to best friends, this person, your person, is more of an authority figure, basically like a parent or a teacher, or so this makes this connection even more difficult for them to understand, because that connection is so deep that it doesn't feel right on a human standpoint. So they are really sitting back and thinking, what's wrong with me? Why is this like this? Yeah, they are really confused about how deep they, like, their friends don't have connections like this with their children. And I feel like this connection didn't build until, I want to say, about your teenage years. It it really blossomed where you connected at that point, because you had some karma and some past life things to work through. So that this relationship really unfolded, started unfolding in your teenage years. Um, and you may be, I mean, this has been going on for years, but now they are awakening more, and they really don't understand what's going on, and it may take you reaching out to them to help clarify that um, why all this is happening to them. Divine Feminine. So this group, it feels like it's a mother figure, um, or even a masculine, I mean a male that is reaching into their feminine energy right now. Maybe they were all masculine for so long, and now they are touching on their divine feminine side, and trying to understand this connection you have with them. They, like I said, they don't understand that you've had multiple lifetimes together, and that they see things like that haven't happened in this lifetime, and but they happened with you, and they recognize that it happened with you, but it didn't actually happen here, so they think they're going crazy imagining things. Okay, Spirit, can you give me some clarity with the energy cards? What else we got going here? Deceit. So they have been holding this back for quite a while, wearing a mask, afraid to talk to you about how close they feel to you. They may not even actually show it. Like, you both feel this deep connection, but they are afraid to emotionally show it. So they're wearing this mask and pretending like they're okay when they're away from you, but it really is hard for them when you're apart. For some of you, this is going to be where you this relationship started developing in your teen years, and then you left and went off on your own, and now that relationship is building back up because now you're seeing what they went through when you were in your teenage years, and that's making that connection even deeper. All right, Spirit, anything else? All tied up. Yeah, they feel like they've suppressed all of this, and it's really been eating at them and making them feel crazy. So watch for clues in their the way they talk to you. There's going to be an opening presenting itself to discuss this. And I wouldn't just go at this person and say, hey, we've lived multiple lives together, and I understand you're feeling this deep connection and it feels crazy, and don't come at them like that, because the human side of us will just back up and shut down. You have to be a little bit more gentle, especially when you're dealing with the soul and unconditional love. You got to remember all the human aspects that they've went through that have shaped them into the person they are, and it takes quite a while to unravel all of that. So try to be gentle if you want to help them get through this these moments. And like I said, you are the more spiritually mature person and have learned more about it, and your gifts are stronger. So while this person is starting to follow their intuition, Um, and they may have had a bit of awakening in their younger years, and they shut it down because they were told they were crazy. So to feel this again is a little bit scary for them, and you need to be really gentle and allowing it to reopen. And I think that's going to be it for this reading. That just be very gentle if you are going to address this with your person. They've been hurt and told they're crazy, not by you, but by others, when their gifts tried to open, so they shut it all down. And yeah, that's all Spirit has for this particular group. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments. I'm more than happy to answer them. If it resonated, please let me know. And we'll go on to group 2. Hi, group 2. This is God's Reborn Grace. If you chose the Secret Language of Light with the Tiger Eye and the Empathic Oracle, which is one of my favorite decks, this reading's for you. We're going to explore the what your close friend or close relative really wants to talk to you about. What they might be holding back in this connection between you. They're trying to understand the relationship, and some things have come up as they spiritually awaken, and you may be able to help them out in this situation. So let's see what Spirit says that they want to talk to you about. Soul family. Okay, so this person is exploring soul families, learning about them, and I think that they have realized that you are part of their soul family, even if they are not an actual relative in the human side. And they feel like a parental I want to say unit. That doesn't sound right, but parental unit for you, as far as your soul family. Like you've had multiple lifetimes together where you've switched roles, but in this particular one, they feel more like a parental, giving you advice, and they'd like to talk to you about it and see if it feels the same for you, because they're feeling a little bit crazy about it. Like, why do I feel like this? So they've been channeling messages as well, and those messages are encouraging them to reach out to you, but they're still holding back. They have fear instilled into them from times in this past life, or not past life, but this particular life, well, and other lives, Spirit's saying, where these types of connections have been frowned upon. And while it's becoming more mainstream in this lifetime, there is some religious factors around this particular individual that's holding them back from it, talking freely about the connection, the soul family, the fact that they're channeling. It would be frowned upon in their religion, or their immediate society would frown upon it. So they are trying to walk very, very carefully through this, and they want to make sure they can trust that if they explore talking with you about this, that they're not exposed to their religion, that they're not going to mess up their religion. There's a great deal of trauma religious trauma um, in this connection that they're trying to work through. So it's gonna be, you need to be very gentle. Um, Maybe some casual conversations about other people going through similar things, um, and being understanding. Um, you're the more spiritually mature person, um, not necessarily mature, but rather you have more wisdom that you've allowed to channel through to help understand this better. And once you two work through this, you're going to have an amazing relationship. You're going to be supporting each other. Like, if, it's like, I've got your back, you've got mine. Um, we're going to get through this together, is what Spirit's saying. They are really, really scared because of the religious part of it. Soul song. So yeah, you guys are going to pull it together, and your souls are going to be able to bring you closer together, just by speaking your truth and letting go of all the traditions. There may be a lot of family traditions that are holding you back from exploring this, and a lot of this lifetime, the generations are meant to break the curses, the traditions, break the molds, recreate and become a rebirth of the souls, and try out a new way here on Earth, as we change the society, and becomes more loving, kind. It's not perfect. It's not going to be perfect, like, because every time we've tried to do perfect, it gets corrupted. So it's much more important to find balance rather than perfection. So instead of thinking of perfection as getting as high as you can, the best that you can, that best is actually a balance of your light and dark. And that's what you and this person are exploring in this lifetime. You're learning how to be able to step away from all that you were taught, and listen to your higher self, but also to embrace your moments here on Earth, enjoying things that you were taught were not necessarily good. If you're not harming anybody or yourself, then it's deemed, at least by Spirit, that it's deemed worthy, that experience, because you're here to learn how to live in a human body and embrace your higher self at the same time. So your human body is that lower energy, and your higher self is that upper energy. Bringing that into balance is what actually the key is to this lifetime. For some of you, it will be several more lifetimes before you reach that, but that's okay. The whole of the population and souls is not going to reach at the same time. Our journeys are different. We have free will, choices, and this is one of those choices, is for you and this person to break free of religion and traditions, and explore this connection. These aren't romantic connections. It's just a deep soul connection from having so many lives together, and you're recognizing that and bringing it through the sun. So yeah, you're going to explore the upper realms of your higher self together, and you're going to face resistance from your family and those that are really deeply involved in your religion, or I keep saying religion, but there are other practices that are and traditions that are just as rigid as religion sometimes. Um, so just insert whichever word fits properly for you, because I am not exposed to religion as much as a lot of people. I've been guarded from being involved in it. All right, what else, Spirit? Manifestations. So Spirit is saying that it's important for both of you to focus on what you want to happen in this oh, excuse me, in this relationship. If how you wish to support each other, or maybe you're going to use this relationship to help others. Like, the two of you may bond together in an effort to help others get out of the situation that they're in. Yeah, Spirit is saying this group is most likely going to find a bond in from this soul deep connection that helps you create a way to help others. So Spirit wants you to write down ideas and compare them, and the other person can write down ideas as well and compare them and sort of brainstorm, because that will bring excitement to it when you're sitting there trying to figure it out together rather than trying to do it alone. Your connection in this lifetime is really about supporting each other rather than trying to get through it on your own. And I think that's going to be it for this pile. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. You can also email me from my websites, godsreborngrace.com or kalia.org. And if you have any particular question you'd like to see in a reading, drop that down in the comments too, and I will address that as well. Hi, Pile 3. This is God's Reborn Grace. If you chose the Oracle of Seven Energies and the Oracle of the Unicorns with the Dalmatian Jasper, this reading's for you. Spirit is already telling me that this group is really attuned to the other realms, the dragons, where the dragons are, where the unicorns are, the fairies. So likely, if you're drawn to those entities, this reading will resonate with you. We're looking at a connection between you and a best friend or a colleague. Yeah, this one feels like it's a colleague, like a work colleague that you've bonded with and feel a deep connection with. We're going to see what Spirit has, what that colleague really wants to discover with you. Waking the Lion. So they are really wanting to dive deep into these other realms with you, exploring them. They want to talk to you about dragons and unicorns and fairies, and they feel that you are definitely attuned to them, but they don't know how to bring it up. They don't want to sound crazy. They don't want to be wrong, because for some people it's fear put into us that these things are fantasy and they don't exist, when they actually just exist in different layers of the universe. And you do have access to them if you explore in the astral realm, jumping. So, Spirit, what else would this person like to tell? A burst of magic. So, they have found that recently their manifesting is going really well, and they're looking for somebody to talk to about. They've been talking to people online, strangers and stuff, but they really are focused on having someone close by to bond with over this. They are more of a person that needs a one-on-one in person to talk about these things. They're not, they don't want to talk to just strangers about it. They want to be able to make that connection, and they're hoping that connection is with you. Okay, what else, Spirit? I feel this particular reading is going to be a little bit short because it's very direct. Call of the Muse. So they are looking, they've been calling out, trying to figure out how to make this happen. So maybe this reading is what's going to make it happen. The universe bringing this knowledge to you to help them make that connection. They already feel deeply connected to you as you've had several lives together. And they're ready to explore more of that connection. Like, you may be just friends, but they aren't sure yet where your mind is as far as I feel like this is a fairly new relationship. Maybe you've only known each other for a year or two or something like that, and it really hasn't come about to explore this this side. You've stuck to other topics whenever you're talking, and now they're hoping that you will be receptive towards talking about what they see and what you see, and realizing that neither one of you are crazy. Now the unicorns, what do they have to say? Polarity. Integrate your shadow side. There can be light. There can be no light without dark. Understand the law of polarity. So that is all about balance. Understanding that it's okay to explore this fantasy. Well, it's not fantasy, it's actually out there. But people will see it as more of a dark thing because they'll think you're kind of strange if they're not attuned to it. What they think doesn't really matter. It's not going to change who you are or what you believe. But really coming into balance with your human side and your higher self, which your higher self is very well attuned to these other realms. You may have had lives in them and been a dragon or a unicorn in another life, or you could have a parallel reality going on right now as one, and that connection makes it even stronger, because those memories are integrating into you as well through your higher self as you merge your higher self and your human form. So that polarity, that balance is coming through in that and bringing it to the forefront. All right, unicorns, what else you got for group 3? Trust. Leap into the unknown, have faith, and move forward. Believe you will fly. So, yeah, the unicorns are asking that you trust that everything's going to be okay. Even if you talk about these things with your person, everything's going to be okay. They're saying that it's time to move forward with it and allow them to see this part of you, Um, you may see it as a vulnerability, but actually it will be a strength that brings your relationship even stronger and builds that soulmate um, um, relationship. And again, this is not romantic. It's about creating a bond with another human and recognizing that you're both higher beings and humans at the same time. And apparently, you may have another reality going on at this very moment, too. All right, intuition. So, follow your intuition about the right moment for this to occur. Um, Spirit is saying to me that you were going to know the right time it will present itself. Like you may be watching something regarding dragons or unicorns or fairies or whatever, and that moment is when you'll get more in depth with them about things that you've seen, and they will in return say, oh yeah, I've seen that kind of thing too. And then it'll get the ball rolling and you'll know what to do. So just hang in there and feel that intuition. Don't stress about it. It'll happen when it happens. But this is just a guide to help you understand that it's coming. You're going to have support in a more real human form rather than just online. And I think it may be something that you have been trying to manifest um, for a while, and it's coming for you. So I'm going to say goodbye to group 3. I'm sorry it was a little short, but it was very direct, and I think it's just what you needed to hear. So have a good day.